On April 1st, 1997, a 10-year-old boy from Pallet Town set out on his journey to become a Pokémon Master, determined to be the very best, like no one ever was. And the rest is history. We all know the story. After waking up late, Ash rushes to Professor Oak's lab, only to discover that all the Pokémon had already been chosen. All except for one. Enter Pikachu, Ash's first Pokémon and greatest partner. But it wasn't always this way. When the two first met, Pikachu disregarded the young, ignorant boy as its trainer, refusing to listen to him. However, after they were attacked by a group of Spearow, Ash put his life on the line in order to save his new friend, only for Pikachu to jump into action, saving them both with a massive jolt of lightning. In this moment, Ash and Pikachu had earned each other's respect, and the two would be inseparable from then on, working together to conquer any challenge that presented themselves. Whenever he needed him most, Ash could always count on Pikachu to come to his aid, turning the tide in even the most difficult of situations. Together, they have met many new friends and Pokemon on their travels, working hard and mastering new skills in the pursuit of becoming Pokemon Masters. It is worth mentioning how compassionate Ash is. We can see this from the very first episode, when he stands up to the horde of Spearow to protect Pikachu. Ash is willing to do anything for a friend or Pokemon in need, and this compassion is a large part of what makes him such a good trainer. He is willing to do anything for his Pokemon, and in return, his Pokemon are willing to do anything for him, giving it their all to help him achieve his dreams. But that's a topic for another video. Since the beginning of their journey, Ash and Pikachu have experienced a lot, having traveled through 8 different regions, caught 83 Pokemon, and challenged 7 regional Pokemon leagues, the Orange League, and the Battle Frontier before entering the Pokemon World Coronation Series and earning the title of World Champion. Yes, you heard me right. The kid who we all believed would never win a league, after a journey spanning 25 years and over 1,200 episodes, has finally become the very best, like no one ever was. However, this didn't come without its ups and downs. It required determination, hard work, and persistence. As previously mentioned, Ash started out as an incompetent trainer. In his journey through Kanto, 4 out of 8 of his gym badges he technically never truly earned. He won his first badge against Brock after accidentally setting off the sprinkler system, supercharging Pikachu's electric moves. His battle with Misty was interrupted by Team Rocket and was never completed. He was gifted his 4th badge after saving a Pokemon from a fire. And he was given his badge from Sabrina after Haunter made her laugh of all things. Also, we can't forget when he infamously lost in the top 16 of the Indigo League after Charizard refused to battle. However, over time, Ash and his Pokemon became more skilled with training and experience. He even managed to earn Charizard's respect during his journey through the Orange Islands. Here, Ash would actually prevail, claiming victory after defeating Drake in his first ever 6-on-6 battle. Unsure of how to continue his journey from here, Ash ultimately decided to follow his rival, Gary, to the Johto region, continuing to grow and challenge himself. Now a slightly more competent trainer, Ash would take on the Johto Gym Challenge and compete in the Johto League. Here, Ash would finally beat his rival, defeating him in an exciting battle, but inevitably losing in the top 8 of the competition. From here, a fresh start was needed. Starting his new journey in the Hoenn region, Ash had decided to leave his old Pokemon behind, which would become the norm going forward. This would challenge him as a trainer. Without his old Pokemon to rely on, he was forced to assemble a new team from scratch and train them to become strong. In doing so, Ash advanced to the Hoenn League and once again placed in the top 8. Additionally, it is at this point in his journey that I would consider Ash a fairly competent trainer. From here, Ash would go on to challenge the Battle Frontier, a collection of 7 high-level trainers called Frontier Brains, and after many challenging battles, and a few rematches, would come out victorious. Yet, with his newfound skill, also came arrogance. Throughout his Johto and Hoenn journeys, we can see Ash act pretty arrogant from time to time as a result of his recent successes. But although he had found moderate success early on, Ash still had a lot to learn. Thankfully, he received 2 major lessons in humility, which helped him to grow. The first after an encounter with Hoenn Elite Four member Drake, which managed to mellow out his arrogance for a time. However, after gaining a newly inflated ego after winning the Battle Frontier, Ash quickly learned another lesson in humility after being defeated by his former rival Gary, who had been retired from battle. Thankfully, the lesson stuck the second time, making Ash more humble. So humble even, that he hardly acknowledges the fact that he is the first ever champion of the Alola region, a far cry from the immature Ash boasting about his top 16 finish in the Kanto League. From here, Ash and Pikachu would continue their travels in the Sinnoh region, learning and growing as they worked to become stronger. After a long and hard-fought journey full of improvement, Ash managed to place in the top 4 of the Sinnoh League, a personal best. In doing so, he had managed to overcome one of his greatest rivals, only to be defeated by the real-life Pokemon player personified into the anime, owning not 1, but 2 legendary Pokemon. But determined to achieve his goal, Ash and Pikachu continued their journey to Unova, becoming even stronger. Wait, really? Basically a soft reset. Only brought 1 Pokemon to a gym battle? Lost to a level 5 Snivy? What in the world happened? Okay, you know what? We'll just skip this one. Okay. But determined to achieve his goal, Ash and Pikachu continued their journey to the Kalos region, becoming even stronger. Kalos Ash is the most mature we've ever seen the character. Now a highly competent trainer, Ash had his eyes set on victory. Additionally, Ash's Kalos team was his first ever fully evolved team, aside from Pikachu of course. During his time in Kalos, we see Ash reach new heights of skill and strength as a trainer, as well as showing us the immense bond he shares with his Pokemon through his famous Ash-Greninja transformation. This form has only ever been seen once before in history, and is forged from Ash and Greninja's bond and desire to become stronger, proving to the viewers once again why he's our protagonist. Although he inevitably lost the Kalos League, he managed to climb his way into the finals, ending with a narrow loss. We all had thought this league would be the one. The odds were finally in his favor, but victory still eluded him. Thankfully, we didn't need to wait long for our hero to finally claim victory. After a vacation to the Alola region with his mom, Ash had decided to stay, and enrolled in the region's Pokemon school. Alongside his new classmates and friends, Ash would learn and explore the Pokemon world as he had done in the past. However, Alola is different from the traditional Pokemon region, as it lacks a Pokemon Gym challenge. But this didn't stop Ash from continuing to get stronger, as he challenged the region's Island Kahunas as well as mastered Z-moves. Eventually, Ash would take part in the region's first ever Pokemon League, and finally claim victory. After years of hard work and dedication, Ash had finally won a Pokemon League, and had even become a champion in the process. Yet even with his first league victory and new champion title under his belt, there was still one title left to achieve. Pokemon Journeys, a series full of ups and downs for the viewers. After a chance encounter with Lugia, Ash would meet and become friends with Go, and the two would agree to become research fellows for Cerise Labs. As research fellows, they would travel the world investigating and learning about Pokemon for the professor. It was on one of these adventures that Ash would discover the Pokemon World Coronation Series, a competition to determine the world's strongest trainer, with its reigning monarch, Leon, standing at the top. After a friendly battle with Leon, Ash entered into the PWC, making it his goal to once again battle Leon and defeat him. The rankings of the PWC are divided into tiers, with the Master class being at the top. With every battle, trainers have the opportunity to move up in the rankings of the competition. In order to achieve his goal, Ash would use everything he had learned during his travels, as well as some new tricks he learned along the way, to climb his way through the rankings from scratch. And after battling many fierce opponents, Ash would manage to enter into the Master class just in time for the Masters 8 tournament. The Masters 8, a final tournament consisting of the trainers of the Master class, the strongest of the strong. Ash, Iris, Alon, Diantha, Lance, Steven, Cynthia, and Leon. A tournament Pokemon fans could only dream of up until this point. For the first time ever, Ash would be battling against champions on equal footing. The first round would be a 3v3 battle, with the semifinals and finals being a 6v6 battle. Each round, competitors would be allowed one use of Z-Move, Mega Evolution, or Dynamax, and Ash, thanks to his travels, was the only one capable of using all three. Facing off against rank number 3, Steven, champion of the Hoenn region, Ash and Pikachu would use their signature Z-move to overcome Steven's Mega Metagross. After this shocking win, Ash would move on to face rank number 2, Cynthia, the champion of Sinnoh, in the semifinals. Having encountered her many times in the past, Ash was well aware of Cynthia's strength as they engaged in their first ever battle, now fighting as equals. After a rough start, Ash and his team would manage to pull the battle back to an even playing field, using Mega Lucario to defeat Cynthia's Dynamax Togekiss and, after a grueling exchange with Cynthia's Garchomp, come out on top. After a long, challenging road, Ash had finally advanced to the finals, facing up against the world's strongest trainer, the undefeated champion of Galar, Leon, the climax of his journey, and the final hurdle in becoming a Pokémon Master. Ash had done it. After a long and hard-fought battle of skill, strength, strategy, and willpower, Ash had done it. Ash had won. After 8 series, 25 years, and over 1,200 episodes, Ash Ketchum had claimed the title of World's Strongest Pokemon Trainer, finally becoming a Pokemon Master, and the very best, like no one ever was. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This has been my biggest video to date and was a lot of work. So if you enjoyed the video, subscribing would be greatly appreciated. I really wanted to do something special with this video and spent a lot of time writing, contemplating, researching, and editing the script to make sure it was perfect. Since it was announced that Ash would be leaving the Pokémon Anime, I knew I had to do something special. The video actually originally started as a farewell video for Ash, but quickly transformed into a mini epilogue of his journeys, and I could not be happier with the result. If you enjoyed the video, it would really mean a lot if you subscribed, and as always, thanks for watching.